Today on the Ozone, Michael Hutchence and INXS talk about their new single, The Beautiful South Still Can't. Considering the tabloid-punching, marriage-wrecking activities of Michael Hutchence, it's amazing that INXS ever got it together to write their new album. But then remembering that Michael was married to the band long before anybody else, Elegantly Wasted shows that the bands have never really been aware.
How would you describe the last 18 months?
Just a time of getting things in order. I mean, we've had quite a few changes. We've changed management, new record deal. Just kind of cleaning out the closets, getting ready to move on to the level we're at now.
So how do you think you describe the new album?
Brilliant.
Fair enough. I don't know, it's pretty fresh, I think it sounds fresh. I mean, you know, when a band's up to its 10th album, you know, you have this horrible nightmare that you're just kind of repeating itself. So to us, it's really important to keep things, you know, fresh and valid, you know, and I think we made a record like that.
All you got is this moment. 21st century is yesterday.
Was there a point in the break that you had that you just thought, oh, we don't need this, we don't need to carry on?
There was probably a period on the last recording, Full Moon Dirty Hearts, where things got a little bit tense, and there was it was a moment where I'm sure at least half the band were going,
It's funny, Michael.
Why?
I think just got to a point where one of us or a couple of us were hurting, and it was just a matter of, you know, you reach out to your family. And in a lot of ways, I guess the music was suffering, but in the long run, the music worked out to benefit anyway, because everyone got really emotional about the banding.
Now, when you think of INXS, do you think of Michael? So do you lads get jealous about that?
Maybe in the early days. Yeah, maybe in the early days when we were like younger, it might have been a bit of a slight bit of jealousy. But now it's like, we wish we could help Michael, you know, like in that respect. Like take some of the load off him, but the press just seemed to want this guy.
Michael fell into the spotlight big time when his affair with Paula Yates hit the headlines, a relationship that has since taken them to tabloid hell, and for Michael, even to court. In fact, press attention has been so severe that Michael had his house debugged 3 times.
Do you think, Michael, that the celebrity at a point overtook you as a musician?
Yeah, it does. I think it gets in the way of it all. In London, anyway. It's, I don't know, you know, it's a whole bunch of stuff about what you don't do, actually, you know. It's nothing to do with 20 years on the road and making 10 albums, you know. And for the person you're with, it's the same problem. You know, so I hopefully at the moment, you know, we've got something that they can write about, which is to do with music.
We run, we hide, we want a good life.
Now, the video's really sexy. Are videos these days just an excuse to live out your rock and roll fantasies?
What's a rock and roll fantasy? It sounds like hell.
Now, Michael, it has been said that you're the world's sexiest man.
Really? By who?
Well, it was Paula, actually.
Oh, yeah. Funny, that.
Is it true? Is Michael the sexiest bloke in the world, lads?
Are you asking us?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, behind me and Andrew, he's a close third.
We're cloning.
Does he want to be the sexiest man in the world? I don't.
Do you, Michael?
I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
He's embarrassed!